Do you believe?
Trying to get your second Windex. If I extend my trigger finger, you gon' meet your index. You work out, big flex. I caught in that mid rep. Pull the P90X. It ain't part of your gym set. Get bitch. What?
I ain't seen that nigga since I was 12 years old, and I ain't shedding any more tears. So y'all gonna stop coming at me for a nigga that I ain't seen in over 24 years. I ain't never been in jail with the nigga, and if he did that, I ain't tell with the nigga. But none of that matter, cause foul! Now I gotta share cell with the nigga.
Purchase your ticket to be in the building or catch it live on pay-per-view stream.
Danger Zone versus Xcel. Did Xcel crack that top 20 that we started with?
Does he crack the top 20 writers? He can possibly. I feel as though you could possibly make a top 20 writers without an Xcel in it. But he could possibly make a top 20 list as far as writers. I would,
So Xcel could possibly be out of the top 20, but Danger Zone is in the top 5. Am I getting that correct of the statements that we putting out there?
Yeah, even if I remove myself from being myself, Danger Zone should be in your top 10. He should be in your top 10 writers. If he's not definitely in your top 5, he should be in your top 10.
So if we just use the math and the numbers, if Danger Zone is definitely in the top 10 and Xcel struggles to crack the top 20, you're saying he's not even half of you.
Yeah, we could go so far as to say that. He's dope though. He's dope.
All right, so
I think if we're looking at, sorry not to cut you off, but I feel like if we're looking at overall battle rapper, a pie chart of a Danger Zone as a battle rapper versus an Xcel as a battle rapper, I think if we look at 2 sheets of paper, looking at our attributes or whatever the case, I feel like Danger Zone is clearly a better battle rapper than Xcel.
So if you exclude Xcel's pen,
okay,
tell me his best attribute and his worst attribute.
If you remove his pen altogether
as an attribute, because we know there's like you could literally come up with at least 10 to 15 battle rapper attributes. You know what I'm saying? Of how you bring your whole self as a battle rapper to the stage to win a matchup. You could bring you could say 10 attributes easily. Right. So take the obvious one that everybody knows Xcel definitely has, which is his pen, and then tell me his best attribute as well as his worst attribute.
So by removing his pen, you've already hurt him as far as this part of the conversation. Because that is his, but if you remove that, the best thing I could say about him is at least that he's consistent. He's consistent. But his so his ability to rhyme and structure his bars, that will all kind of fall under his pen. So if you remove that, that hurts him. And if you asking me about what the worst thing about that is, it's kind of like go hand in hand. So that means because that's the strongest thing you got and the only strong thing you got, because his delivery is not super powerful. He's not a crazy performer. He's not the funniest guy. So it's like that's actually kind of exposing him as kind of one-dimensional as a battle rapper. His pen, which he does have that. I'm not a hater. I'll definitely keep it real. He structures his bars well. He rhymes well. He can rap. He can rap. You know what I'm saying? But everything else, no, he doesn't have any crazy presence, showmanship. He doesn't have these things. So that's where we're stuck at when we're talking about Xcel in this part of the conversation.
So I don't know if you saw it, but I added $1,000. I put $1,000 up to Body of the Night.
I saw that.
It almost seems like you're putting yourself as a candidate, a heavy candidate to walk away with that.
Anything else is uncivilized. When I saw your blog, I saw your video of you speaking on that. Absolutely. That entered my mind like, shit. He said he's going to put up at least the extra rack for Body of the Night. Who would I be to not go for Body of the Night?
I've been shitting on these niggas. Most of them think I'm X-laxing. So if you really did see... The way I'm shitting on these niggas, most people think I'm X-laxing. So if you really did see that danger sign on the gate, then bitch nigga, why is you trespassing?
Let's start from the top. Big K versus Charlie Clips. Who you got?
Dope matchup, man. Dope matchup. I'm gonna it's rough. Because that could fall either way, but I'll edge Clips.
Ill Will versus Clean Paper.
I was at Max Out too. I saw what happened with Ill Will and Jag. Man, definitely Ill Will on this 3-0.
Ill Will's credit is real high right now with fans.
Yeah.
A lot of people won't vote against him in any matchup right now.
Right. Now I don't know necessarily the full backstory between Clean Paper and Ill Will, but we gonna see what it is. You know what I'm saying? For those that don't know, myself included. So I'm excited to see how that battle goes and what the material we have for each other. But I would definitely go Ill Will. And the thing that makes Clean Paper tricky is because of the personality he has, but Ill Will is a character himself. So it's like Ill Will can turn on that humor, and Ill Will is low-key lyrically crazy. Like, you know what I mean? But he's such a well-rounded battle rapper that you don't even focus on the fact that he's extremely dope in different categories, because he freestyles also. Like he's good at like every aspect of battle rap. So I'm gonna go.
And I think this is one of the most motivated cleans we've gotten in the culture in a while, which is a lot to say because he's been here for a minute. But on Ill Will's side, I've been booking Ill Will since 2014. I got a text message from Ill Will yesterday. He's always quiet until something triggers him. Sometimes the trigger doesn't happen and we just get to the stage and we find out what happens. Something triggered him and he texts me. Here we go again. That's it. I was just like,
that was
he saw something and he heard something. And when I know this guy since 2014. He got one of those triggers and he texts me. And I was just like, well, we're about to get an A+ Ill Will again. You know what I'm saying?
They keep messing with him, man. They keep messing with him.
And people's gonna hear that and they're gonna get scared to ever like promote with Ill Will or say things to him or diss him on Twitter. They're gonna be like, nah, you know what? Maybe if I just shut up, I'll get like a B+ Ill Will.
Right. Exactly.
It's gonna be good. All right, O-Red versus B Magic.
Man, I love this matchup. I'm excited to see both of these guys. Glad to see B Magic because B Magic had chilled out for a second. So I'm glad to see him back in the mix. Man, and I definitely want to. I hope that both of these guys are on their top game. Yeah. I know as of late, if we count both of their most recent performances, a lot of people weren't fully, satisfied with what they came with. You know what I mean? If we just keeping it tall. So I do want to see both guys in top shape. And should they both come in top shape, we in for potentially battle of the night, in my opinion. But if I have to choose a winner in this prediction, man, I'm slight edge to Old Red, man. Slight edge to Old Red.
Chef Trez, Emerson Kennedy.
Chef. I'm gonna go Chef on that. Emerson,
quick.
I gotta see some things from Emerson. Emerson is dope. He's dope, but I have to see Emerson be aggressive, like be vicious with it. Like he's very slick lyrically, but it's like his material oftentimes are a little too passive for me. So I think even in all his slick lyricism that he leaves the door open to still lose because he don't put his foot on his opponent's neck lyrically. You know, you don't get that. Like Emerson very rarely says something to make you be like, you know, when somebody say something, it make you turn your head. You're like, oh, that hurt. It's very rare that I've ever seen Emerson Kennedy hit hard in that ring, man.
All right, Bonnie Godiva versus Street Hymns.
Street Hymns is tricky, especially in these types of matchups. You know, he had the 2-on-2 with against Farah and Shuni. You know, he was on Bullpen. He had the matchup against Chrissy Yamaguchi. I see that, you know, a lot of people that's booking Street Hymns, right? There's a theme. There's like an ongoing theme here. You know, everybody say, oh, he's the virgin. So then they'll go put him against a female battler who's clearly, you know what I mean? And we'll just see what the product is. And I think we have that here again. This is a tough one because, like I said, Street Hymns is tricky in these types of matchups. Bonnie, we know about Bonnie. We know how she give it up in the ring. This is a tough one for me to call. I tell you what, though. I'm going to edge. Oh, it's rough, but okay, fuck it. I'm gonna edge Street Hymns, man. I feel like he's gonna be tricky. You know, I feel like we kind of know what we're getting with Bonnie. Street Hymns, man, he be thinking outside the box. He got the 4 horsemen with him, Loso in his corner that can help him angle wise and in the strategy room. So I don't know, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna edge Street Hymns, man.
Purchase your ticket to be in the building or catch it live on pay-per-view stream.